record. This is the bull, and I have it by the horns.
What? Diet Sunkist is a man's beverage, and I don't care what you're saying.
I have literally shot at Diet Sunkist before.
Have you? With a gun?
Yes, with a
I thought
actual real
maybe
gun.
with some verbal slurs.
No, I actually have. Diet Sunkist should be tried and found guilty for crimes against humanity, namely impersonating a beverage.
Okay, that's a hefty fine, I hear.
And we were at the shooting range, and lo and behold, before we went to the shooting range, we were at the store, and guess what was on sale because nobody wants it?
Sundrop.
Diet Sunkist.
Oh, okay. I understand why it's relevant now.
How dare you take the name of Sundrop in vain? Sundrop is amazing.
It makes you thirsty as fuck.
It's because it's sugar. It's just sugar and more sugar, a little bit of water in there because it has to be a liquid.
Sundrop makes me thirsty for more Sundrop.
That's probably why the first time I ever had some,
you drank the entire 2 liter?
I went out. There's been 2 sodas this happened with. Once with Vanilla Coke when Vanilla Coke first came out.
It's real good.
Do you remember when Vanilla Coke first came out?
Yeah, I do. Phenomenal.
And the first time I ever had Sundrop, I drank it. I went out the following day. I bought a 12-pack of it.
Yeah.
And I drank it all in a day.
Wow.
Which is awful. You should
That's
never
awful.
do that. I can't believe I didn't, go into, sugar shock.
Yeah, you could have contracted diabetes in a day.
It's very possible.
That could be a world record.
I can't imagine the amount of caffeine and sugar. But yeah, I basically destroyed a whole case of it in a day. Because I was like, I've never had this.
1,600 calories, Doug.
It's amazing.
That's 1,600 calories.
It's like basically one Big Mac, so it's not that bad.
True story. So speaking of Big Macs, I went to McDonald's the other day, and I picked myself up one of those brand new buttermilk ranch chicken sandwiches.
They are good. I did try one.
Are you smoking? They are not good at all.
They're not McDonald's.
They're not anything. It's not even real food.
Really?
That
you
chicken
didn't like it?
No, come on. Really though? You liked it?
I didn't mind it.
I'm not
gonna
well,
pay.
I mean, that's a step up from what is this fucking McDonald's? Whatever. I guess being fine with it is.
I'm not paying $5 at McDonald's for a sandwich.
Yeah, so $5 for this piece of shit on bread and the buttermilk ranch. Okay, if you've ever had real buttermilk ranch, like from a high-class dressing distiller, you know what it's supposed to taste like.
Those dressing distilleries.
Right. Big dressing is what I call it.
The big dressing industry.
Right. You know that beautiful, creamy taste of buttermilk ranch, and you know that it's supposed to be delicious and nutritious and fill your arteries with blockage, I guess. But it's the most delicious liquid on the face of the planet. It's like sweet nectar.
It's like oil to the Amish.
Right. And I taste this piece of shit buttermilk ranch McDonald's chicken sandwich for $5. I'm not happy with the price.
See, you thought this was going to be some bullcrap sponsorship thing.
Absolutely not. McDonald's refuses to sponsor the Code Show. I write them religiously just because,
Dear Ronald,
they're in the pocket of big dressing, and I need more buttermilk ranch.
I eat at your restaurant every day. Why won't you sponsor my gaming show? By the way,
I want
fix the buttermilk sandwich. It's disgusting.
Oh, I did see that. Maybe that's why they're not taking me seriously.
They at least took the time to put a real tomato on it.
I'll give them that.
When was the last time you had anything from McDonald's?
They tried.
Anything that had a real tomato on it.
Well, speaking of that, whenever I get McChickens, when it's one of those, I need to make a mistake and it's 2 a.m. already, I go to McDonald's and get my McChickens. I have to get a tomato slice on my McChicken.
Okay.
if I have a choice and I'm not broke as shit,
Mm-hmm.
that's a problem sometimes. But 75 cents
Mm-hmm.
for that slice of tomato.
Yep.
And the McChicken sandwich is $1.
It's the service fee.
Have you ever heard of an ingredient being 3/4 the price of the entire product?
Well, let me just take you out of your reality a little bit here, and let's break down what's going on when you're going through the drive-thru at McDonald's already. First off, you're talking into a piece of metal to a person inside of the building.
Yes.
You hand them not real money because it's probably on a plastic card.
Absolutely.
And then they hand you meat products through a window. 75
Wow.
cents there sounds pretty reasonable.
I've never had it shown to me in such grandeur. That really puts it into perspective.
Mm-hmm.
I give a stranger fake money
Yes.
to hand me meat through a window.
Fake meat through a window.
I'm
So why wouldn't the
I'm
fake tomato?
speechless.
Why wouldn't the fake tomato be 75 cents?
I'm speechless. You know, whenever I have a
In
crisis,
fact, the tomato probably is real, and that's why it is 75 cents.
you can buy tomatoes for $1.09
By the pound.
by the pound.
Yes.
There's at least 6 of those motherfuckers in a tomato. And I'm just saying, next time, if you're one of these people that are victimized by big dressing, also associated with McDonald's, obviously, just get the McChicken with the tomato, pay the 75 cents, enjoy the sandwich, get on with your life. Or
Don't think.
get out of your car after you've been through the drive-thru, walk your ass into the McDonald's, pull that sandwich out of the bag,
Don't do this.
hold the sandwich in
I
your
don't
left
know where
hand.
this is going, but don't do
I'm
this.
on a rage, don't stop me now. Hold the sandwich in your left hand, pick that piece of shit tomato up off that sandwich, and hold them side by side. And you say to that bitch behind the counter, "This was 3/4 the price of this sandwich," and throw it in her face. That's my advice.
Don't do that.
That's my advice. You can run with it if you'd like, if you have shared emotions as I do, because I'm passionate about my tomato slices.
Clearly.
I think it's
Connoisseur
ridiculous.
of tomato
I think it's
slices that
ridiculous
you've
that it's a 75
compared
cents a
prices
slice
across.
price ratio. I think it's bullshit. And the buttermilk ranch chicken sandwich can suck my dick. That's all I have to say about that.
Well, that's...
I've had to get it off.
I'm glad...
I needed to get it off my chest, Doug.
You know what? I'm glad somebody's saying it. I'm sure that's what every comment on this video is going to be.
I hope so.
Everybody's going to be like, yes, finally, somebody is saying what I'm thinking.
Preach to the choir.
No, in all seriousness, the buttermilk sandwich, what it is, and this is sad, but the dollar menu's dying. It
Nothing
can't
is a
happen.
dollar,
Nothing's
right.
a dollar anymore.
It just
a
doesn't
dollar.
work.
You know how much a dollar's worth? A dollar is nothing.
Right.
A dollar. Go compare a dollar across like every other type of currency. I mean, yeah, the dollar's up right now.
Sure.
But compare it across all other currencies. Figure out what a dollar can do, and it's amazing that you can even get a McChicken for $1. It's ridiculous.
You know what though? I don't think they can change that. I don't think at this point, this far in,
They might be taking a hit on it for all I know.
I can't see how. I can't see how. I've been around restaurants enough to know that everything that you price at you paying 10% of the price in product. That McChicken sandwich, when the day is done and the orders are shipped, is 10 fucking cents for 2 pieces of bread and a fried chicken fillet. That's all. And it's, you know what? It's McDonald's responsibility to understand that we are a conglomerate and we have the ability to get enough shit and sell it to make this product 10 cents. Mm-hmm. So why not just charge $1? You can live with that, right? And we're like, of course we can.
It's just
It's
a dollar.
just a dollar.
Think about how much a dollar is worth. Okay, I can see that.
You're falling victim to the play that McDonald's has just written across the sands of time.
Ronald McDonald is sitting there in his ivory tower, just wringing his hands in his weird gloves and his pantaloons.
He's got fucking money covered in clown makeup. It's just, he kisses each dollar bill, and it's got a big red fucking kiss mark on it.
Ugh.
Yeah. You thought they were stripper dollars? No, they're Ronald's dollars.
Oh god.
And Ronald likes to sleep with his money.
I really want to make chicken now.
You know what? Looking back, I think I could give the buttermilk ranch chicken sandwich a second try.
So speaking of cheap, you were telling me about a game earlier that's only like $3.
$3 on Steam.
What was it called? Like Well Down, Down Well?
It's Down Well.
Down Well?
Yeah, I saw Northern Lion playing it. Name drop. I'm sure he's gonna appreciate the Code Show bump.
I'm sure. After that amazing McDonald's dialogue that we gave.
I would bet you $100 he agrees, because he rants about how fast food is raping the average citizen on a daily basis.
Well,
gastroeconomically.
Gastroeconomic. I didn't know that was a term.
It is now.
Gastroeconomics.
It is now. But he was playing Downwell, and it's this really good retro like.
It looks really cool.
It's just like a perfect like. Instant swap of an old Game Boy game.
It looks like an old Game Boy game. The soundtrack
plays
is
like one.
Absolutely amazing. It's a platformer.
Yeah,
but
it's been overused so many times, but it's a roguelike platformer with it's a roguelite with what the fuck am I trying to say? I can't remember now.
You're falling the whole time.
Right.
You go downward.
It's an action platformer with roguelike elements.
Okay.
That's the spiel. That's the spiel. And every game on Steam is an action platformer with roguelike elements.
That is very true.
I got tongue-tied there for a second. I couldn't think. But yes, Downwell it looks beautiful. It plays beautifully. It's a lot of fun. And the music was actually done by the guy who made the music for Spelunky HD. So you know it's good if you're familiar with Spelunky at all.
It's all like chiptune stuff.
Chiptune 8-bit, and this is even more retro, because I mean with Spelunky HD he was like, we'll actually use like samples. This is just, I've always had like a vision of an 8-bit machine in my head.
Yes.
That somebody's just like with this tiny handheld machine that just makes, there's like 6 notes. Yes. And all it is like 2 different sounds. And one's like a low chip, one's a high chip. And it's just like...
But it's connected to like some giant thing with like alligator clips.
Yeah, you play it with one finger at a time. But yeah, the music is great, and I would definitely... I suggested that you give it a try.
I need to try
it. For $3.
It looked good.
Look,
that's only 3 McChickens.
That's only 3 McChickens. You've said it. You've said it.
How many tomatoes is that?
Barely 2.5. Barely. Actually, not even 2.5. My math's off. No, it's 2.5. 2.5.
Even
half of a tuna.
Even if it is 2.5, that's pathetic.
Yeah, it is. Hold up your 2 slices and show a game. I mean, Steam's good at making those prices. I mean, anything that's indie right now, which is everything.
Everything good.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, anything worth $3. I mean, you can still spend, $12 on a shitty PS1 remake, and you're like, it doesn't look any better, and it's still shitty. But it's PS1, so at least they tried.
I liked it then, so I still like it now.
Yeah.
Nostalgia.
No, it's a good thing.
Not that that's bad.
No, it's a good thing. Nostalgia makes
very subjective.
It makes us want to be better. You remember what you've done and who you've been and what you've played.
It gives you an ideal to aspire to.
Well, I think as an avid gamer, you always associate your emotional and mental state of your age to when you played a video game.
I would say that's true.
There's always some magnificent chasm that opens in your mind whenever you go to replay it.
As somebody who grew up with a lot of Pokemon and then fell out of Pokemon for a long time and then came back to it and was like, why did I ever leave this? Yes, I think that's very true.
And that's a good ideal to end with, and I think that that kind of makes up for the rant that I may have taken a little earlier. Now I'm feeling a little bit more posh and professional. So I will we'll wrap up the episode